Dallas is betting $12 billion that the world will be watching. In 2026, the FIFA World Cup is coming to North America. And North Texas isn't just playing host, it's going full main character. With more matches than any other city, the tournament's global broadcast HQ, and a stadium so massive it could file its own taxes, Dallas is positioning itself as the World Cup's unofficial capital. So what do you do when the world's biggest event lands in your backyard? You build. A lot. This isn't just a makeover, it's a civic rebranding campaign, delivered in glass, steel, and pure Texas ego. Let's start at the gateway, Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. With more passengers than patients, the airport is already one of the busiest on the planet. So what's the plan? Build a brand new terminal, of course. Terminal F broke ground in 2024 with a modest goal, 15 gates, $1.6 billion price tag. Then American Airlines showed up with a bigger wallet and said, let's double it. Now Terminal F is a $4 billion monument to expansion, with 31 gates, a new parking garage, a walking connection to Terminal D, and even its own Skylink people mover station. It's designed to be the first new terminal in 2 decades, which in airport years is basically the Jurassic period. Will it be ready for the World Cup? Not exactly. The first phase, 15 gates, is slated for 2027. But the idea isn't just about 2026. It's about turning DFW into the airport equivalent of a global influencer. Always trending, always open, and always ready to upstage LAX. Also, it ensures that the post-World Cup traffic surge doesn't overwhelm an airport already balancing on the edge of capacity. American Airlines, DFW's main carrier, will have full control of all Terminal F gates, making this their Texan fortress of flight. Of course, landing at DFW is just the first part. The real challenge? Getting people out of the airport and across a region built more for cars than crowds. If you're thinking, wait, Dallas has trains? Welcome to the club. The DART Silver Line has been cooking since the 80s. Yes, Reagan was president when this was first discussed. But now, finally, a shiny 26-mile commuter rail line is preparing to connect Plano to DFW Airport, slicing through suburbs like Addison, Carrollton, and Grapevine. This $2.1 billion unicorn is set to launch on October 25, 2025. That means for the World Cup, visitors will actually be able to ride a train from the airport into the city. For a region infamous for car dependency and existential traffic, this is nothing short of revolutionary. The Silver Line will run every 30 minutes at peak hours and hourly off-peak, with Swiss-made Stadler trains that whisper, "We're trying to be Europe now." But beyond the World Cup, this thing is a commuter game changer. Jobs, schools, entertainment, now accessible without burning $80 in gas and your will to live. It also offers a rare moment of regional transit unity, linking 7 cities and opening up north-south connections that didn't exist in any practical form before. Expect suburbanites to rediscover mass transit like it's a brand new app. But trains and terminals are just the logistical bones. The beating heart of the World Cup, the part broadcasting every goal, every replay, will be pulsing from downtown Dallas. The makeover with enough zeros to make your eyes twitch. Enter the K. Bailey Hutchison Convention Center. It's already a beast at 1 million square feet, but it's about to become the International Broadcast Center for the entire World Cup. From January to July 2026, this building will host about 2,000 media professionals from every corner of the globe. If you've ever wanted to see a Finnish commentator and a Brazilian camera crew fight over a power outlet, this will be your moment. To make all this happen, Dallas approved a $3.3 to $3.5 billion plan to not just renovate, but basically obliterate and rebuild the convention center and surrounding district. It's one of the most expensive public projects in Dallas history, funded by increased hotel taxes and a complex stack of bonds and prayers. Spoiler, the new center won't be done until 2029. but the existing structure will be good enough to host the IBC during the tournament, with temporary upgrades and enough wiring to make the Matrix jealous. Why Dallas? Because it's the fourth largest media market in the US, has experience, they did this in 1994, and apparently had the right amount of power outlets and air conditioning. City leaders are calling it a major win. Critics are calling it, well, mostly expensive. This is also part of a broader push to rejuvenate downtown Dallas, with city officials promising walkable entertainment districts, improved transit access, and a friendlier skyline for the tourists who will briefly fall in love with Deep Ellum before fleeing the heat. Meanwhile, just down the highway, another megastructure is bracing for its own transformation. It's already iconic, already massive, and now it's about to become the crown jewel of this whole World Cup. AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The stadium will host 9 World Cup matches, more than any of the other 15 venues. And yes, Jerry Jones is treating this like the Olympics. He's spending $295 million to upgrade the stadium, including a $180 million revamp of premium clubs and suites, which began in early 2024 and will be done by mid-2025. But here's the kicker. To fit an international-sized soccer pitch, they're raising the entire field 15 feet and widening it. That's not just renovation, that's structural surgery. Some seats are being sacrificed in the process, dropping capacity from 100,000 to around 90,000. But that still makes it one of the largest venues in the tournament. Add in upgraded concessions, a new video board, and back-of-house renovations, and AT&T Stadium is transforming into a soccer cathedral. The stadium will be a core piece of Texas's World Cup identity. It's not just a venue, it's a showpiece, a symbol, and a potential final destination. Whether that happens or not, its makeover is positioning it for global primetime. All of this, the terminals, the trains, the billion-dollar facelifts, is leading to one simple question. Can Dallas pull this off? This isn't just a tune-up, it's a full-blown regional renaissance. Critics point out that much of the money is coming from public sources, hotel taxes, municipal bonds, etc. But supporters argue it's an investment in long-term infrastructure, tourism, and civic ego. And frankly, there's no bigger international flex than hosting the planet's most watched event and surviving it. In the end, this isn't just about soccer. It's about turning North Texas into a global hub for air travel, for transit, for media, for sports. It's a multi-billion-dollar gamble that the region will rise to the occasion and emerge stronger, shinier, and more international than ever. Thanks for tuning in, and subscribe to see how each city is reinventing itself for global primetime.